So I like to think of the lower trap muscle as like, you know, if you give Y's, T's, and I's, right? So lower trap is the Y position. So that's the manual muscle testing position for this. So first you want to palpate the muscles that you're testing to make sure that they're contracting. So I'm going to come into that lower trapezius area. I can already feel she's kind of firing it, and then I'm going to instruct her to try to lift the thumb up towards the ceiling. Great. Okay, and then go ahead and relax. So she has nice full active range of motion. Go ahead and do that position again. Now hold it and don't let me move you. So I'm applying perpendicular to the fiber. Okay, and she goes pretty quick. So a lot of people are lower trap is a big one for a lot of people that they're weak in. So I would say that would be a 3+. So pretty much immediately with minimal resistance she gave. Sorry.
I know how you feel.
Okay. For middle trap, you're going to have the patient, and you can turn your head actually towards the side that we're testing. Yeah. Okay, so for middle trap, again, you want to palpate that muscle that you're testing to make sure that that's contracting. And elbows bent at 90 degrees in abduction, and instruct the patient to lift the elbow towards the ceiling. Okay, so I feel middle trap kicks on nicely. She's able to go through full available range. Relax. Okay, and then come back up into it again. And then apply your resistance. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good job. Okay, so yeah, I would give that a 5. You're really trying hard. That's good.
Holding my breath also.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the length of the muscle, right?
Yeah.
So in this position, right, my lower trap is almost fully contracted, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better to test it at a lower position?
So for the lower trap, because it's more of a one joint muscle, you can test it. It's a short and strong muscle.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's why it's tested more.
So the range of motion is very short anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so scapular adduction and downward rotation. So this is the rhomboids. So there's 2 different test positions. So the one on the left here, that's Aver's version of the rhomboid testing. So that's the textbook that you guys have for this class, versus the one on the right is Kendall. Let's do the one on the left first. So you have hand behind the back first.
That's how physio you do.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. And I'm actually gonna come across her, because if we're testing for her strength into downward rotation, your force you want to try to get her to go into upward rotation. So my force is going to be in this plane, right, to try to get her scapula to upwardly rotate. And I'm going to have you scooch closer to me. Okay, so palpating rhomboids, and I'm just going to have you bring your elbow up towards the ceiling. Yeah, so keep your hand on your back, elbow up towards the ceiling. Good. Okay, now do that one more time. Good, and then hold that position. And again, I'm trying to upwardly rotate and abduct. Good. All right, nice, and relax. That was 5 out of 5. The other position for rhomboid would be to kind of get into like a chicken wing posture with palm down. And then you're asking the patient to bring the hand up from the table. So the hand up. Good. So again, that causes downward rotation and adduction of the scapula. I'm palpating rhomboid to make sure it's working. Go ahead and relax. Okay. And then do that one more time. Go ahead and lift it up. Okay. And I'm going to apply my force into upward rotation and abduction. Good. And even just on the second muscle test, you can see she's starting to give a little bit more. So that's where like the fatigue comes into play. You really want to try to be accurate on the first test, because she was a little bit weaker, even though we're testing the same muscle. So why don't we practice those 3